Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and for those of you out west, good morning. My name is Jamie Toomas. I'm a Director of Distributor Services here at ASI, and I'm very excited to be here today because we're really going to look at a lot of ways that ASI can help you as an ASI distributor do a lot of business online. We launched a new product just a few months ago in June. We call it ESP websites. Some of you might have it, some of you might not have it yet. But it's really exciting because it's transforming the way ASI distributors do business online. And so, so what we're going to talk about here today, and we're going to spend probably about 30 to 40 minutes looking at, first of all, really looking at your business and why you should consider doing more business online, but also looking at ASI's tool, this ESP websites. And also I've got Doug Schoenberg here, the CEO of Promo Payment. And so after I do a little demo of ESP website, he's going to jump on and really talk about all the ways and all the reasons you should consider doing credit card transactions online and in general, and really go over a lot of that. And so during the call here, if anyone has questions, please feel free to submit them through the webinar process. And of course, if anyone has questions afterwards, you can feel free to contact me or to contact your ASI account manager, and we'll be happy to get back to you. But for this call, we're going to have everyone on mute. We've got a lot of people on the call and probably more people joining us. So that's why I'm suggesting that you ask any questions that you have via the webinar. But let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the agenda here. Let me make sure my PowerPoint is working. Okay, so here we go. So today what we're going to look at is features that drive online sales. The shopping experience for your customers, and we're actually kind of going to pretend that we're a customer on an ESP website and what in the process that they would go through and what the experience that they'll see. And then Doug is really going to talk about getting paid faster online and setting up promo payment and really talking about all the great reasons why you should consider signing up with promo payment. So without further ado, I'm going to drop into one of our ESP websites. And so what you'll see here is this is really a demo site that we've built. And so we created a fictional company called Blue Bolt Promotions. And this site does a really good job of showing a lot of the features on here. And I think in general, when you're thinking about your website or whether a lot of distributors don't have a website, what you want to do online, hopefully as we're looking at all these features, you can get a lot of good ideas for how you can generate new customers, connect more effectively with your customers, and really hopefully start an online business. So as we're looking at the site here, I'm going to point out a lot of the features that we have. So firstly, you'll notice this ad banner space right here. I'm actually going to hit refresh so we get these banners going. But this is pretty great. You can do a lot with these. And it's really interesting now that this tool has been out there for 3 months, we're starting to see many really creative and effective ESP websites that distributors are creating. So I guess as a reminder, I'd say, this is just one example, but you can really do a lot of different things with this. There's many templates, there's many color schemes to choose from, and we even give you access to really put your own code in. If you work with a developer or a designer that can actually do that, you can really create something very creative and unique. And so looking at these banners here, you're going to see that we created here at ASI some banners that really show off different promotional product. And the idea is to get your customers very excited about all the different things that they can get from you. And as I scroll down the screen here, this is the product search window in this particular template. We're going to do a product search here in a minute. But some of the other nice features include a product of the day. This is really helpful. It puts a fresh product in here every single day. You can also control this. So if you wanted to put in your own products, you're welcome to do that. Maybe you can set them up for the next 2 weeks if you want to. You'll also see periodically some links to the social websites like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are right here. So perhaps your customer might see something that they're really interested in that they'd want to drop onto their Facebook page. Or what I've heard is some great feedback from other distributors. In fact, one gentleman in particular at our Chicago show had said he had a brand new website. He liked to check his homepage every day because he thought if there was a really cool product showing up in the product of the day, he could drop it right onto his Facebook page and get people excited in both of his sort of web gateways, if you will. There's also a featured product set over here on the left. This is where you can add any particular products that you want to, if there's 10 or 20 products that you just love to sell day in and day out, you can add those here, or you can let us help you with this. We've got about 50 different featured product collections that you can choose from, anything from back-to-school products to environmentally friendly to breast cancer awareness. We've got nice assortments here you can drop onto your homepage very easily and quickly. As I scroll down, a couple more nice features that are good options for you. There's a video option. You can actually drop any video that you want to on your homepage. And again, this is ways that the content is really becoming very interactive, and I think having some real value for your customer. Because when you talk about having a website that has value for your company, you want a place where customers are going to see certainly get lots of ideas about what you can do for them, but also really ways they can interact with you. And I think in general, having an impressive online destination really makes a big difference over having, let's say, a 1 or 2 page placeholder that a lot of distributors I've seen, it says, hey, here's what we do, here's our contact information, and that's better than nothing. But when you really have a website with a full catalog of products, and we're going to look at that catalog here in a minute, that really has lots of great content that your customers can not only utilize, but hopefully they're really going to get a sense that this is a lot of content that they can keep coming back to, and there's a lot of value here. So you can also grab, in this video feature, any video off of YouTube that you want to, or you can even create your own videos. And ASI's created a lot of videos to really get your customers excited about promotional products that talk about a lot of new things that are out there. There's also some content, sort of a section in this particular template where you can actually add your own content. If there's content about your company or your service or your customers or testimonials or anything like that that you want to add on your homepage, you can add that in here. Or you can leave this up to us. You can tap into an ASI industry news feed that will have lots of good information here about your customers and all the ways they can use different types of promotional products. A couple other features worth mentioning. There's a Google Maps feature. You can add this if you have a storefront, if you want people to find you. And of course, if you don't have a storefront, maybe you don't want anyone to find out where you're working, you can turn that feature off. There's also a newsletter feature as well. Hopefully this is a nice way to generate some email addresses from some new customers out there. And what happens is if someone signs up for this, ASI will send them out once a month a nice newsletter with lots of great recommendations, and it'll look as if it's come from you. So if they get it, hopefully they're going to see that email and they're going to contact you after they get it. So I'm going to scroll back up the screen here, and what we're going to do, we're going to pretend that we're a customer coming into this website, and we're really going to look into the database here, because keep in mind there's a product database of about 400,000 products from every category in the ASI supplier database. And I'm going to do a quick search here. We're going to look for how about a pretty popular promotional product. We're going to look for a canvas tote bag. And you can guess out of 400,000 products, we're going to have a few tote bags in here. So I got nearly 1,900 tote bags in my search result. And the good news is you have all these categories here on the left, and this really helps your customers narrow down their search very quickly, but also the feedback I hear all the time, it really is educational as well, because people get a great sense of all the ways you can help them pretty quickly when they do a search on your ESP website. So I'm going to start by clicking on this tote bag category, and that'll narrow it down a little bit. A lot of other ways you can do it with color or price point. I'm also going to click on virtual samples, because this is one of the first things I want to show you here as we look at products on the website. The virtual sample enables your customer to drop their logo right onto the product. And again, this is what I'd call really sticky content. Sticky meaning that it's going to keep them coming back to your website when they know they can come in here and see what their logo looks like on a tote bag or a baseball cap or whatever it is. In this case, I'm going to choose yes. I want to see only the virtual sample ready products in here. And because right now we're making our way through the full product database, we're probably about 50% of the way through all of this to make every product that we can virtual sample ready. And I see a nice looking tote bag right here. I'm going to click on this. We're going to open up the product details page. So right here, you're going to see all the pertinent information about this product. You'll see the retail price from the supplier is shown right there. We're going to add an item into our shopping cart in a minute. But all the other important product information is right here in one place on the page. And up here, you see this link to the virtual sample. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to add a logo right onto our product so you can see how quick and easy this is going to be for your customer. We actually partnered with Adobe last year. They're one of the big players in this software to add a state-of-the-art tool to really make this as efficient as possible. So you can see here's my tote bag. With a couple of clicks, I can upload a new logo. I'm going to grab, I've got a good-looking HP logo right here. And you'll see typically within a few seconds that HP logo is going to appear right there on my bag. I can manipulate this pretty easily and quickly if I want to. Maybe I want to make it a touch smaller and put it there. So I can now save this. As a customer on your ESP website, I can now save my logo on all of the virtual sample ready products. So every time I'm looking for a product that's virtual sample ready, it's going to have my logo on there. The other thing you can do if you don't, if your customer doesn't have a logo perhaps, maybe they want to put a slogan or a company title, they can actually type it right in this text box, give it a nice look, maybe a color or a particular font, and save it on that product as well if they don't want to do the logo. So in this case, I'm going to click Save, and now that logo will be saved on all of the virtual sample ready products. So really a nice feature for your customers as they come in and look around on your website. So in this case, let's take a quick look at the purchase process before I hand it off to Doug here in a couple of minutes. And so I'm going to add this item into my cart. And so what you'll see here, the ESP website opens up what we call the Product Option Assistant. This is helping your customers create the correct purchase order before they go into the purchase process. So right here, I've got the, you can see the quantity right there. You can change that if you want to, and it is price point sensitive. So if there's a discount on a higher volume purchase, if you put that in, the higher number, and there is a discount, that will appear right here in the shopping cart. In this case, I'm going to choose, let's say, a single color imprint, and I'm going to use a blue imprint color here. Additional locations, I'm going to say no. And so as soon as I've completed this brief form, now I can actually add this item into my shopping cart. And you'll see my shopping cart in this template happens to be up here. So I'm going to open this up. There's my beautiful tote bag right there. In fact, I'm going to take out this hat that was in here before. I only want the tote bag to show up. So I'm going to click Checkout. And so now this is going to take me into the start of the purchase process. And you'll notice that the layout here is very different. We've kept it very simple to make sure that when your customer comes in and starts to make a purchase, we obviously want them to keep going down that route of buying something here on your website. In this case, looks like there's an extra cost, an imprint charge for this bag. That's been added as a separate line item. And just a few words about the shopping cart as well. Some nice features here. You can customize a few different things. You can actually customize it so that it takes a down payment if you want to. If you only want to take, let's say, 50% of the order total instead of all of it when they first purchase it, you can do that. In this case, I'm going to show you, I want to upload some artwork as the customer here. And when I select that button to upload artwork, it gives me all the instructions on how to do that. And if I continue with this, now it's going to take me, it looks like I've signed in earlier today. So it starts the checkout process. I'm not going to go through that whole process. It's pretty typical. And actually, this is also where Doug is going to cover some of the ways that promo payment can help out with all of this. But so that's a pretty quick look at kind of a customer coming in, finding some product, using some of the functionality here on the website, and then starting the purchase process. And so right now, before I hand it off to Doug, we're going to post a brief poll. So take a quick look. It's one question. Let us know what you're thinking at this point. And without further ado, I'm going to drop back into our presentation here and hand it off to Doug Schoenberg from Promo Payment. Take it away, Doug.
Thank you, Jamie, and I'm delighted to be here. So I want to start off by trying to answer what I think is one of the most common questions, which is really, why should I want to take credit cards? And the answer is really severalfold. First of all, it really is an opportunity to get paid faster, reduce the chances of having bad debt. And one of the features that Jamie mentioned, the ability to take a deposit with your order, is a very important aspect of it. ESP Websites has another great feature, which is after you deliver the item, you have the ability to send your customer an invoice when the order is complete so that you can collect the remainder of the payment automatically and electronically as well. So it really allows you to turn browsers into buyers. This is a great capability for new accounts and smaller orders. It reduces your administrative work in terms of handling checks, bank deposits, collecting money. And also very important, it's really becoming more and more customer preference. So we see a continual shift towards companies wanting to use credit cards, purchase cards to make their management of the purchasing process easier. They obviously oftentimes get rewards and incentives associated with those cards, and you want to make your customers happy and accommodate their preferences for credit cards. And ultimately, of course, we want to help you generate more sales. So next, of course, is what is promo payments and why would you want to use our solution? Our solution is really unique in a number of ways. It's not just a generic credit card processing capability, because we're providing you the e-commerce merchant account that actually does the processing. We're providing a state-of-the-art gateway, which provides the integration between the credit card processing and ESP websites, as well as a number of other ASI tools. And we're also providing you a virtual terminal so that in addition to promo payment allowing you to take payments via ESP websites, you're also able to take payments in other ways. If someone gives you a credit card over the phone, provides you the information some other way, you can just log on, process that transaction via the built-in virtual terminal. Another unique aspect of promo payment is that we've designed it specifically for the ad specialty industry. We know that rates and the functionality are very important to ASI members, and we've negotiated special rates for ASI members, including pricing that is particularly well designed in terms of handling purchasing corporate cards, which we see a lot among ASI members. So there's an opportunity to save you money. We also offer a capability, if you want, to allow payments by e-check, which typically can reduce your credit card processing costs about 70%. And we also allow you to eliminate the need for separate merchant accounts and credit card terminals, because you can do all that processing through our integrated solution. This is an example of what the virtual terminal looks like. So the ability, if you want, to just log in and process a credit card. I should have mentioned, by the way, related to ESP websites, one of the beauties of doing e-commerce via a website is that it really allows your customers to enter their credit card information themselves, in effect initiating that processing, and you don't have to deal with their credit card information, which has great benefits in terms of security and customer comfort. And the issue of security with credit card data is certainly a big deal. But with this virtual terminal, you have the ability to do phone payments, mail payments. If you want, you can get a little inexpensive credit card swipe device to connect to your computer to be able to do swipe transactions. And again, no special hardware that you need, no special phone lines, all included. So, of course, that raises the question of what does promo payment cost? And we have a fantastic offer associated with the launch of ESP websites. There is zero setup fee and zero cost for the first 3 months. After those first 3 months, the service costs $10 a month, and we charge 2.29% for Discover, MasterCard, and Visa, plus 30 cents a transaction. There's no minimum fees. As I mentioned, no setup fees. And we have an easy online application process. For those of you who do have swipe transactions or are doing higher volume, we're also happy to analyze your current merchant account, and we have a meet or beat pricing guarantee. In order to take advantage of that offer, it is currently running through October 15th. The enrollment process is really easy. You just have to go to asicentral.com, get paid faster. There's a short online form, and within 24 hours, a member of our promo payment team, either from my sales team or depending on the type of questions that that you have, a member from our partner Transfers will contact you to review your application. The actual formal application is sent to you electronically. You accept it online, and you're typically approved and set up within 24 to 48 hours. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Jamie, who can talk about the few other things about ESP websites. And on the screen, you'll see the, some of the links to the website for getting set up with ESP websites, for our special promo payment offer, as well as email and phone contact information. I'll turn it back to Jamie, and I think we have one more poll for you.
Okay, thanks, Doug. And I think, are we showing the poll right now? Okay, so go ahead and feel free to answer that poll, because that also helps us better, well, decide what kind of content we can offer in the future, and also and your interest level as well. So so hopefully that was helpful information about really all the great reasons why you should consider not only doing e-commerce transactions online, but also I speak with a lot of distributors out there who, in some cases, they I don't know, they seem reluctant to maybe take that extra step of signing up with a with a company like this to do credit card transactions. And I think when it can really open up a lot of new ways to do business, it's certainly worth looking into. So then, just summarizing the website, I did want to mention a couple other features worth talking about. With the ESP website, you can also, there's a lot of other features. I'm certainly not going to cover all of them here, but a couple things worth mentioning are coupons and discount codes. And this is really important too. When you talk about having content and it's having a destination website, one of the things you really want to do, in fact, if you're not doing it with a good website, I think you're really missing out, is doing some email marketing. There's a lot of ways we can help you do email marketing, but the point is, when you have a website like this and you can create your own discount codes, it's a really great way to not only drive traffic to your website, but you're really, again, coming up with a new, unique solution to build some business, give your customers some extra value add. So with the website, you can actually create your own discount code. So maybe it's $50 off any order of $1,000, whatever you want it to be. You can create it that way. Then you can drop a code like that into an email campaign and send that out to all of your customers. Coupons, the same thing, a really nice feature. It's also search engine optimized, which means there's ways that you can tweak your website to drive more traffic there via a search engine. And some of the features itself and the content itself actually makes the website more visible to search engines. So when someone does a search out there, they will find you easier because of the content on ESP. That includes things like meta tags, which are easy ways to again, get more visibility for your website online. And so then just to kind of summarize the site itself, the ESP website can really help you do business online pretty much overnight. You can have a state-of-the-art website. You can generate more customers with a website like this. You can connect a lot better with your customers when you have a place like this to go. And let's face it, I really think it helps legitimize the business that you're doing, and it's really going to show off the enormous variety of stuff and enormous variety of products that your customers can get from you when they're doing searches on your website. So I'm sure you're thinking, well, what the heck does this ESP website cost? So if you have a Logo Mall website with us, that's the old name for the previous website that we offered. The good news is this is a free upgrade for you. So if you have a Logo Mall, you get a free upgrade to a new ESP website. You can just contact us to get started with your new ESP website. If you don't have a Logo Mall, and this is really a tremendous price, $60 a month gets you an ESP website, and that includes hosting as well. So there's no trick costs in there. It's $60 a month. So, and to me, you're pretty much flipping a switch and doing business online right away when you add the ESP website. And so, let us know if you want to do that. we can certainly get it going for you very quickly. And as far as the process goes, if you do add a website to your membership, there's a couple ways we can build it for you. You can either go in and actually spend 15 or 20 minutes building the site. It's very easy to do it. A lot of people have jumped in and kind of built the site themselves. You get to really see all the features that are there on the website. Or if you'd rather us help you, we can set up a call with you and our support person to really build the site for you so you can get going. And the good news is you have access to the back end of your website forever. You can jump in there every day, every week, every month if you want to make updates to your site so you have nice, fresh content that really reflects what you want to do business-wise for all of your customers online. So with that, I'm going to end the call here today, but I greatly appreciate everybody's time and attendance here today. I hope this was worthwhile for everybody. Your account managers will be getting in touch with you soon to see if you have any questions about all this. We can certainly send you lots of information, but keep in mind how easy it is to get started with an ESP website. So thanks again for everyone's attendance, and I hope everyone has a great rest of